Okay, welcome everyone. Today in this explainer, we're diving into the fascinating DNA of a city that has completely cemented itself as China's Silicon Valley. We are, of course, talking about Hangzhou. Now, you probably know it as the home base for tech giants like Alibaba, right? But lately, it's making massive waves as the absolute nesting ground for what they're calling the six little dragons of artificial intelligence. We're going to break down exactly what makes this specific technology hub tick. And honestly, the mainstays of this ecosystem, they're going to surprise you. Let's get into it.
So, here's the question to kick us off. How does a city built on ancient folklore become the home of global AI dragons? It's wild, isn't it? Like, if you walk through Hangzhou, you are literally surrounded by history. The famous West Lake, for instance, was the backdrop for unconventional ancient myths like the legend of the white snake, a classic tale of a sneak monster and forbidden love. But then you contrast that ancient mythical vibe with today's reality. Tucked away in these unassuming little backyards, you've got startups like Deep Robotics testing out mechanical, AI-powered robot dogs on grass, stone paths, even industrial stairs. To put that into perspective, by 2024, that one specific startup captured nearly a fifth of the entire global market for four-legged robot dogs. They've even got their X-30 robot inspecting power tunnels over in Singapore. So how does a city steeped in ancient myth just suddenly breed these cutting-edge tech dragons?
Well, to figure that out, we're going to deconstruct four foundational pillars today: the innovation engine, the cultural and historical roots, the corporate incubator, and finally, the support infrastructure. Let's jump right into pillar number one, the innovation engine. And that engine is absolutely driven by Zhejiang University. It actually takes its name directly from the province that Hangzhou calls home. And look, this isn't just any school, it's a deeply, deeply prestigious institution. In fact, the province itself is so heavily associated with thriving private enterprise that the Chinese president recently gave it this huge title, a pioneer in propelling the Chinese path to modernization. And the university, it reflects that exact same pioneering spirit, playing in the absolute major leagues globally. The numbers completely back this up, too. In 2023, Zhejiang University ranked 8th in the entire world for patents filed. 8th! And for artificial intelligence research output, they're in the top 4 globally. So it's not just a school, it's this massive, high-powered breeding ground for elite tech talent. Which brings us to a very important number, 3. Remember those 6 AI tech dragons putting Hangzhou in the global limelight right now? Well, exactly half of them, 3 out of the 6, were founded by Zhejiang University alumni. That includes major players like DeepSeek and, Deep Robotics, who we just talked about. So when you ask what the role of Zhejiang University is, it is literally a foundational mainstay of the city's entire success. All right, moving on to pillar 2, cultural and historical roots. So this all actually starts with a river. The Qiantang River has acted as this ancient dividing line for like 2,500 years, and the geography on either side is drastically different, which completely shaped the people. The southern side, the ancient Yu state, was really mountainous and resource poor. To survive, people had to venture deep into the mountains or head out to the rough seas. That bred a highly adventurous, serious risk-taking spirit. On the flip side, the northern side, the Wu state, was all plains, a very agrarian culture. If you were rational and hardworking, you planted your crops, and you were rewarded. Well, Hangzhou sits right at the intersection of these two distinct cultures. And think about it, to be a successful startup founder, you need exactly that combination, right? The rationality to painstakingly build a business, and the adventurous spirit to take massive, massive risks. But that unique mindset was also protected by a really fascinating history. Back during the chaotic Five Dynasties period, a ruler named King Qian Liu did something almost unheard of. He surrendered peacefully to the central government just to avoid war. That one single decision led to an unprecedented 700 years without war in the city. 700 years! This allowed Hangzhou to accumulate immense wealth and culture over centuries. By the Northern Song dynasty, it was producing half of all the printed materials in China. And this long, unbroken era of peace, it built a culture of immense tolerance, a tolerance that has directly evolved into the highly accommodating, service-oriented government you see running the city today. Okay, let's look at pillar 3, the corporate incubator. Now, we have to talk about the Alibaba effect. Alibaba and Ant Group have about 200,000 current employees, which is huge in itself. But get this, Venture capitalists estimate there are a staggering 1.2 million former employees out there in the local ecosystem. 1.2 million.
As one top venture capitalist put it, this creates a massive, active entrepreneurial community that already knows how to do business and organize at scale. Basically, when these former employees leave to launch their own startups, they aren't starting from scratch. They already intimately understand software development. They know big data. And most crucially, they already know the immense, painful organizational challenges of scaling a business because they literally learned how to do it inside a tech giant.
And you can see this Alibaba mindset penetrating completely unrelated fields all over the city. It's wild. For example, one founder heavily influenced by that culture built a digital dental supply platform that now serves 110,000 out of the 130,000 clinics nationwide. Or take traditional Chinese medicine. Startups are building AI diagnostic tools trained on over 157,000 clinical diagnoses, merging ancient pulse reading techniques with modern tech. Then you've got former Alibaba Robotics leads starting companies to build general embodied AI brains. We're talking about AI that allows a simple sweeping robot to recognize whether an obstacle is a male or female human and then politely ask them to move. Just imagine that level of tech running around your living room. The talent pool is just relentlessly innovating. Which brings us to our final pillar, number 4, the support infrastructure. Remember that 700 years of peace and tolerance we talked about earlier? Well, that evolved into a modern local government operating on a very specific philosophy. Respond to every single request, but never disturb businesses unnecessarily. Founders literally report that they can run a company for years with zero physical government visits. None. Subsidies, tax rebates, electronic signatures, it's all handled online. You get a notification on your phone, you click a button, and the funding hits your account in seconds. The efficiency is just off the charts. And this infrastructure extends right into data, which, as we all know, is the absolute lifeblood of AI. Hangzhou actually established a data exchange to solve a massive bottleneck, finding clean, compliant data without violating privacy or national security. So startups can legally acquire data right here. For instance, insurance companies have used highway toll data from the exchange to build super precise vehicle profiling models. Even wilder than that, a psychology AI startup used their compliant data assets as collateral to secure a 10 million RMB loan from a local bank. Let that sink in. They are literally turning AI data into bankable capital. So the really crucial point here is how all these elements just perfectly lock together. Think of it like a giant puzzle. You have the prestigious academic engine of Zhejiang University constantly pumping out world-class AI researchers and founders. Then you have big tech like Alibaba generating all these experienced, scaling-savvy alumni. You have top-tier venture capital ready to throw money at them. And wrapping it all up, you have a highly efficient, service-oriented government providing the clean data and digital infrastructure to just let them run fast. It creates this perfectly balanced, completely self-sustaining loop. Which leaves us with this final thought for today's explainer. When you have an ecosystem that feeds on its own success to this incredible degree, where new tech legends and AI models are being launched almost daily, what exactly happens next? Is this highly specific blend of ancient history, world-class university research, and mega-corporate influence the undeniable blueprint for the future of global innovation? Or is Hangzhou's unique DNA just a one-of-a-kind historical phenomenon that can never truly be replicated anywhere else? It's definitely something to think about. Keep your eyes on the dragons, everyone. Thanks for joining me.